Their second position game, Helena and Tessia get picked. Interesting. Ilban usually doesn't make it this far. Gurney is good, but probably going to get Helena. Decent techs. Well, I say that. This tech's bad, and these two are below average. So we'll actually say the techs are not so good. Beast is strong. Ilban is strong. Romber is not. Ilban's got the best chance of getting the Gurney. There's a very Emperor-heavy row here, which I think means that we want Ilban. I mean, it's true that we're probably not going to draw any cards anyway. Talaxi row is pretty strong. Let's go Ilban. Drawing cards is strong. But again, the person that goes first is going to smuggle, and then we're going to be in trouble. The one Solari from the ring could help us out here. If the first position player goes smuggling, I think we seriously consider Wealth Mentat. Helena may not draw her ring here, and in that situation, yuck. It's not horrible, I suppose. But Beast is going to go smuggling, and then we're going to kind of be in trouble. I suppose we could go Hardy, yeah. So I suppose we could go Hardy and get this faction bump that way. But then we can't go Wealth, so then it kind of defeats the point. Technically, we can do double fold space. I just feel that it's too slow. The one Solari from Signet Ring means that any kind of Conspire route ends up getting us to 8. So I think that's what we're going to do here. I think we're going to open here. The problem is the hand is so weak in terms of persuasion. I don't think we get Gurney going Mentat. Three troops from Tessia and Erikina is very interesting. That implies to me that she did not draw faction and therefore could not go fold space. Landed a fold space. The problem with that play is it doesn't tell us whether or not she actually, like, so let's think about the possible outcomes, right? Let's say we draw convincing plus a 1, right? In that situation, we'll have gone up to 5. Well, we could go dagger to tech negotiation and still get Gurney. Not bad. Problem is, the level of participation in this combat is making me think that Conspire path is probably not plausible. Getting second here when the baseline for that is 3 troops, kind of iffy. Now we could do 2 troops, Haga Basin, but that doesn't do it. So we can also do Signet Ring to Mentat to make a little bit of our money back, but I think getting the persuasion is more relevant. The problem is we don't know that we're going to get Gurney. So let's open Signet Ring here and get one of our Solari back. Okay, Gurney is well outside of what's plausible now. So I guess we're going to do Hardy Warriors if it's available, because if we can Hardy Warriors and win the combat, which with 2 daggers in hand we probably do, if Beast doesn't have a combat card, then we get the shipping bump, and then we have the 1 Solari left over, which means if we go smuggling again next round, I think we can kind of make it happen. We'll see. Depends on our card draws, basically. So double daggers from Beast, that's awkward. That means that we can't actually get the shipping bump going Hardy. No ring from Helena is annoying, because our high persuasion turn is next round. So yeah, I mean, I think we play the Seek Allies here. Mm. I don't know. There's no good options, to be honest with you. If we go experimentation and put one troop in, we go to 2 spice. That's not enough. Maybe next round we could do like Haga Basin Conspire, but then we're kind of missing out on smuggling, which I guess is fine. We don't even know that we're going to get yellow in the next hand, to be honest with you. Seek Allies lets us buy a liaison. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because if we tie Beast here, he doesn't smuggle down. But maybe we want that one Solari from him smuggling down. With 2 daggers in hand, we really ought to participate. So it's either Hardy or it's one of these spaces. Problem is, if we go Haga Basin, we end up 1 spice short. I don't love it, but I think it is going to be Hardy here. So if we do this, we get the 2 spice. I'm not in love with that, because then we can't go Haga Basin. We can go Imperial Basin, though. Let's deny Beast. If he's got the card, he's got the card. Okay, so actually Testate ends up with the Gurney. The Dissecting Kit's perfect, it just won't make it back to us, I don't think. Yeah, we don't get it. Spice Smugglers is interesting. I just don't think it's good. Although we are going to get the spice, so if we draw this, we can use it immediately. So I am going to go out on a limb here and actually buy this card. We've already, drawn 2 off of the normal amount, so there is a chance that we could draw that. It could be good. Second wave. Okay, so he beats it with a combat card. It's fine. Our reward is the same. We just force him to spend a card to get his thing. Was that worth the troop for us? I don't know. We got a lot of persuasion though now. We have the yellow, but not the spice smugglers. So, do we smuggle here or do we take Imperial Basin? Well, we can't conspire, so Imperial Basin is not that useful. And smuggling is like not that useful either, to be honest. Signet Ring to smuggling is okay, I guess, but then we can't. Yeah, I don't know. This is not great. So I guess we open like this. Could open like this and put a troop in. I think this is honestly better for me. Wait, now I can't mint out. Oh, this is messy. I should have done experimentation there. What was I thinking? Beast smuggles, gets Swordmaster. Can't get invasion ships because we don't have enough green. Yeah, I screwed this up. I was supposed to Mentat here. That's the card I wanted. I may be detonating here. He doesn't go smuggling. So maybe we want to experimentation then? I mean, shoot's better. I mean, it gives me the... Yeah, this is probably the best option. We don't need to detonate when the Stilgar's right here, I don't think. You can go Stilgar Ghola. It's pretty strong. Damn it. Damn it, Tessia. I shouldn't have put my troop in. Cool. I wish he had chosen Tessia, but... Or, I don't know if it's a he or she, but I wish they had chosen Tessia, but it's fine. Beat sitting on 7 is just kind of bad for me, because now any path that takes me to Swordmaster probably gets preempted and intercepted by him. Let's take the Stilgar and the Ghola. The two cards are not particularly impressive together, but it's fine. It's good enough. And 2 water's not terrible. Plus Stilgar's Persuasion, so maybe we can get some more strong cards later. I would have considered going for Firm Grip there. So I mean, we can get to 8 on smuggling, but it's just like the second position problem, right? We're so far behind on turn order that it's not going to matter. I mean, we're Ilban, so like whatever we Mentad in the meantime, it's not a big deal. My spoilers takes 7. It's a little bit awkward, but it's worth the money. Like, the Solari is valuable and the guild bump is valuable. Problem is, if we do it, we kind of put ourselves away from the Conspire. I don't see a perfect solution for that, to be honest. Firm Grip already paying dividends. could just open the Conspire here. Is there any chance that Beast doesn't have green? Probably not. Tiebreaker. That's not very good at this stage, honestly. At least we'll force Beast to go Swordmaster, but again, it's like he was going to do that anyway, so it's not great. Interesting up-down. Okay, so that basically actually helps us here because we can go Mentat without too much of a drawback. The troops from the Conspire are actually quite useful. Everybody's garrisons are empty. No problem. We get it next round, which is actually not that bad. We'll do this. Draw 2. We probably want to play Ghola Experimentation. The problem is that it's like not actually that good of a play. is the issue. Is she gonna buy troops? I probably would, truthfully. So we go Ghola. Ghola Experimentation to probably Carthag. We could do our Arakeen to try to maintain a high persuasion amount. There's 2 2s. We have a guild card for Interstellar Conspiracy. But Truthsayer is like fine, right? So, although if we can graft Ghola to this, it doesn't do anything actually. Card has no faction affiliation. I think paying Helena is the reason not to do it. Every Solari she gets is a possible Mentat she could take from me. So I think we go Carthag instead. We get double research out of the Ghola, which is nice. That could let us trash one of our daggers. Do like this. Party. Okay, I mean, that's not sufficient to win the combat unless he's got daggers. But it kind of makes some sense. He gets the water right back. Okay, so we're like definitely winning the combat. Two should be sufficient here. We have 2 daggers in hand. We probably don't even need to play a card. Yeah, we just went on 2 daggers. Helena had 4 specimens. Interesting. Let's go ahead and reveal. Truthsayer is good enough. It's also an Emperor card, which we could use with the Interstellar Conspiracy, potentially. Signet Ring gives us Swordmaster here. And we're sitting pretty at this point. Combat point in tow. The Sort Through the Chaos is really the big bummer for us. Although if we win the combat, it's not too bad. So this card kind of sucked, but the dagger did give us a point, so it's hard to complain too hard. Technically, nobody's threatening this right now, and these two do not have intrigue cards, so they can't take it from me. So if I wanted to do something else, I could. Experimentation to Imperial Basin seems pretty strong, but I get paid if somebody else does it, so I don't need to do it. Smuggling is probably the most beneficial thing I could do. It gives me a Scarab, which is an intrigue. Depending on if I draw a green or not, it would also set up the Mentat. So let's do that. Somebody will most likely go to Imperial Basin. Nobody has voice, so nobody can like block me from Swordmaster. Elena's going to town without dissecting. Is she going to trash her experimentation, though? Because I probably wouldn't. Although, when you're revealing for Scarabs, who cares, right? She doesn't do it. That makes the play pretty strange. Okay. Spice Smugglers is nice. Just we can't use it this round. I think we might want to refocus here. If we can find a yellow card that isn't Stilgar that we can play here, like an experimentation. Well, there's only one of those. Yeah, maybe not. Although Ghola is also good, because if we Ghola to Stilgar, it's worth. So, target acquisition noted. Oh, Helena. New target. Okay, well, we're still refocused to try to get to this guy. It's an early alliance for Beast. Let's go ahead and refocus. There he is. Okay, so we're going to do this. Technically, we do have to play Stilgar to do that. Still, it's 2 water. It's good value. So if we do 1 troop, I mean, it's not amazing, but we have the 2 combat cards. This is 3. We could reach up to 8 if we wanted to. Don't know that that's the right call necessarily, but could be. We've got good access next round, and we're relatively early in the turn order. There's our target. Too late. So 4 other memory, what do we think? Probably not that impressive, to be honest. I mean, it's probably the best thing we have available, but it's not that impressive. Do we want to blow the row up? Given that Beast has 5 cards in hand and there's more powerful cards that are just outside of our reach, I think the answer is yes. So Beast declines to enter the combat, which is interesting. It's not all that impactful, really. I'm probably better off saving these. But I do get one of my entry cards back. So, I don't know. It's probably fine. We got at least 2 faction in the next hand, and probably some card draw, too. Invasion ships. Yeah. Shuttle fleet comes up. Probably not something that we want. A little too late in the game for that, I think. So let's detonate here and try to get a good card. Yeah, I'll take Negotiate Withdraw. Corrupt Smuggler is good with the Ghola. Negotiate Withdraw is better. Smuggler's better if we end up getting the Infiltrator, but I think Beast is going to take it. Beast, I would say, is in the lead. 6 troops, holy moly. And he's going to get the Ceremony, too. Yeah. Oh, he's going to get the Subject X and the... Yikes. That's not good. Just a chore. It's okay, but at this point it might be too late for that. It's good if we can graft it to Ghola. We do this, Mintat's still available, which I kind of like. And then if she plays a card, maybe we have Tiebreaker. Yep. Mintat's still on the menu, boys. Machine Culture. That's not that good. I have some spice and I have a lot of water, but the techs aren't good enough to justify it. And it's round 5. And we do want to try to hit the end game point. The problem is that, like, these are just too expensive. There's the Spice Smugglers. I don't know if it's too late for that card to be useful or not. So she's buying the shuttle fleet, so we have a chance to see a good tech. The spaceport really kills the machine culture, I think. Okay, Holtzman's pretty good. It's inefficient, but we could do, like, experimentation to create flats. Truthsayer, tech negotiation. Doesn't have to be negotiation, actually. It could be Dreadnought. We have 3 actions, so I guess why not? I mean, if somebody would go to Imperial Basin for some reason, then we could justify Haga Basin instead, which would be a lot more efficient. Stilgar's Fremen, so Sea Trooper Mother could be good. she manipulates that away, so that's not happening. Reverend Mother is good with the Truthsayer, potentially. Probably we're just going to use her for reveal most of the time, though. Helena could get the Holtzman, and that's kind of the dilemma that we face here, because if we go for the Spice, she could just go take it. But no, she's not going to do that. She's going to get her Swordmaster. So we're pretty safe to do this. You know, if we wanted to save the water, we could go Haga Basin and go this direction. Kind of cost us a Scarab, though. But we think we're going to get to the end of the Scarab track anyway. So yeah, let's do it that way. This. And we could if we wanted Highliner. I don't think we ought to do that, but it would open up interstellar shipping next round. It wouldn't be terrible. And the first step to getting machine culture is getting a tech, right? Although I do think I prefer Dreadnought because it draws us an extra card. In addition to the obvious benefits. Okay, he really wants this. Okay, man. You must have like a stage incident or something. Draw first. Buy Holtzman. Flip. Probably Smugglers is the worst of these. So we're not that far from a Spice Must Flow. Definitely it would be good to put the Dreadnought in. It's just pure profit for us. Spy sets. Okay. You can't get them all. And Hollow Protectors is pretty good. So maybe we play Stilgar. It's more water to play Stilgar, but also we get the daggers, and if Beast wants to do some shenanigans with losing his troops, then we could potentially profit off of it. But even if he loses 3 troops, he'd still be at 10. If we put a Dread and a troop in, that's 5 plus 3 at 8, so we still don't win, even if he does something goofy. So I think playing Stilgar makes sense. Takes us down to 6 and we can still afford Reverend Mother at that point. And we get a Hardy, but that doesn't even work unless he does something goofy, and he's not going to do it if we're hardying. Tessie just keeps having a lot of persuasion. To be fair, Gurney is a high persuasion. She got Gurney and Web of Power. Holy crap. She got River Mother too, so now she can do the combo on us. So we need to be prepared for the possibility of that. And with a Holtzman engine, unfortunately, you know, that hurts us a lot if she does. So let's definitely take the In the Shadows because it's insurance against that. And then Shifting is also pretty good too. It's a 2 persuasion card. It's an expensive way to win a Machinations. Okay. Priorities are probably Research Station and Mentat. Also smuggling. We want to reveal this if we can. So... let's do this. There's an open question of what we want to Ghola here. Okay. So that's the SMF, probably. Does this allow... it does allow us to retreat the Dreadnought. Not that we would want to, but, you know, it's a tool in our tool belt, basically. If we Research Station, it's kind of overkill. But we also have 4 water, so why not? Mulligan an Intrigue card. I think Machine Culture is a good one in Mulligan. I don't know. It's tough, because we probably could get to the finish line on that. But it takes up so many of our actions to have to go and repeatedly buy those techs. It helps if we can go smuggling here, and then we can do Interstellar for another one. And Hollow Projectors on in the Shadows is pretty good. But we can use Truthsayer for that anyway. Shifting is one of the better cards to use Stilgar on, but again, that kind of conflicts with our Machine Culture. If I could get a High Council seat, that would be nice. I don't think I can do that. I think we hit Research Station here. Ghola to Stilgar. Just make all the water back. It's kind of unnecessary, but we don't have a better agent box. Suppose if we just play Stilgar to Research Station, we can draw into a really good agent box. So let's do that. Yeah, Machine Culture, you gotta go, sorry. Calculated Tire's not very good. We have the In the Shadows, so if we did like a go to Spice Space, buy Hollow Projectors route, we could flip the In the Shadows, but they can't really buy it. Can't really buy Hollow Projectors because they're green is In the Shadows. Okay. Smuggling is now available again. And we could use it to get at the spice that we need for Hollow Projectors. I don't know. I don't know about that one. It's an awkward card draw, to be honest. Alright, Beast, you've got that Locked up. You got it, man. It's all yours. We also need to get another troop in. Could do Ghola experimentation to draw one. It's like not an amazing use of Ghola, but it does work. Yeah, I mean, probably the best we're gonna get, right? Okay, so now we get the spice from the Scarab track. Now we have the troops to deploy, if we can go to a space that would let me do that. Might be worth blocking Tessia on Imperial Basin so she can't go Highliner next round. But why do I care that much? Because Helena has 8 spice anyway. And she's not doing that much worse than Tessia, to be honest. So, what are our options here? Diplomacy. I don't think I want to do that. Reconnaissance to Airkeen, don't want to do that. I think the best play, truthfully, is just experimentation here. But if I do that, then I'm costing myself the Scarab point, which I don't want. I mean, probably I still get the Scarab point before anybody else, but yeah, I don't know. There's not a great answer here. I think we need to get a troop in, which means one of these 2 spots. Is it the time to actually play the Spice Smugglers? Yeah, I think it is. She doesn't have a BG card in play, so we're pretty safe. So if we want to do this, we could try to Thunder into the combat, have a Dagger on reveal. And then if we lose it by some Intrigue card, we can always just retreat out. Yeah, that seems good. Force them to spend their cards and stuff. We can retreat the troops, keep the dread in. Still get paid something. Ooh, okay, she... Okay, so it turns out we weren't going to get it anyway, so I guess the experimentation to Imperial Basin was the play. Did consider the detecting kit. Beast has 3 cards, so I'm sure he'll have some kind of response. So I think we do retreat. Let's retreat up Emperor to put pressure on our most consistent opponent here. And if he does take it before us, and we can always just take it with shifting. Blackmail goes down on Emperor. Interesting. Maybe he knows we have the shifting. Getting the spice back for the participation. We can use it on the calculated higher, although I can't imagine wanting to do that. More likely it will be used on the shifting allegiances. Sorry. So we have two different spots that give us a lot of card draw. Research Station and Mentat. We want both of these. We probably want Mentat more, but High Council is still pretty good, so we're kind of happy no matter what, I think. This is also pretty solid for us as well, Imperial Basin. No Ghola to use with the shifting, unfortunately. We can discard the Spice Must Flow to Truthsayer to significantly improve the persuasion of our hand. The Grand Vision kind of sucks. We don't have any alliances ourselves, so we're not like that worried about it. Tessia is going to challenge us for Emperor here. There's a point for Helena. And let's not forget she has a spy stats, which is worth 1, 2, 3 points right now. So she's kind of at 8, actually. Pretty strong. If the game goes longer, she's probably going to get this point too. It's a whopping Imperial Basin. So, do we Mentat or do we... I think we Mentat because more actions is good. Draw first. Drop SMF. We could drop Reconnaissance instead, but I think we're going to drop SMF. A lot of kind of nothing, to be honest. All of our cards are in the draw pile. I mean, whatever. Persuasion is persuasion. If we play Signet Ring to Research Station, we'll have access to High Council. I don't know if we need High Council at this point. We'll see. Because now Tessie has played her BG card. She's probably going to hit us with the Reverend Mama. So there's definitely something to be said. Ooh. For getting as many cards as possible. As much persuasion as possible. Does Beast Research Station here? I think he does. I think he does Research Station here. Nope. He's doing something different. Secrets. Okay. Just fly up on BG and get a point? Okay. That makes sense. Let's participate. There it is. So we're dropping, I think, a reconnaissance and a dagger. Still, we're going to get our SMF. And now I think we want to take her out by zooming up Emperor. Tessia probably has an SMF right here. So yeah, I think it's prudent to take her alliance. Even if Helena is ahead of her right now. She's going to lose an alliance to Helena anyway, right? So maybe it's not necessary to take a point from her. Do this to fuel the shifting. Stilgar. Okay. We don't need to deploy anything else because we're not winning the combat anyway, right? I mean, I guess if we put the troops in now, well, we don't need to, because like if we do shifting on Emperor, we'll know when we do it, whether or not it's what we're wanting to commit to. Unfortunately, the Grand Vision is going to make the game go long. And I do have a dinner at 6:30 that I need to get to. We should play through next round. And then if it goes to round 9, then yeah, at that point we probably need to go ahead and bounce. So if we go shifting... We actually can't play shift into a combat space anymore, actually. Okay. So I guess we play it to High Council. Cool. So let's go down on Bene Gesserit, because we're going to go right back up again to go up 2 on Emperor. Let's add a liaison because we have 2 SMFs in our deck now and we have to make up for the persuasion. It's a bad day to be Tessia. You just lost 2 alliances. Now Helena's at 9. We're at 10. Holtzman's really helping us out here with the extra card draws too. Ambush is excellent here. So we're pretty much guaranteed to place second. The game should end at that point. We're out of Solari to go Mintat with. But that's fine. Elena takes away from us anyway. We're also out of water for Research Station. Would have liked to calculate it higher, but oh well, the card sucks. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, we can do Ghola Experimentation as a DIY research station. It's not like great play necessarily, but you know, it's good enough. I think we want to open Spice Smuggler's Arakeen, buy ourselves the fold, or not the fold space, but the guild bump. And deploy a bunch of troops. And then we can go to Dreadnought again later if we really have to, just to draw cards. And also, since Hestia has Reverend Mother, there is, I think, an argument for early reveal. Like if we can just reveal and go to 7. If we can just reveal and go to 10, 11 points, that's probably fine. Because we have the Holtzman engine backing us up. Open here. Yeah, not amazing draw. It's Persuasion, so it's fine. Was kind of hoping for like Truthsayer or Shifting, but I'll take what I get. It's better than SMF. So we'll know, depending on if she has the Dreadnought or not, whether she's in the ballpark of getting an SMF. She's not. Discarded Reconnaissance Convincing. Yeah. Tessie is dead. She's like dead. I think I just win, to be honest. Because we just have to fight for that second place point. So I think we want to go like Experimentation, Carthag, Ghola. Imperial Basin is fine. It's good if we draw into the Shifting. But I think Carthag is better. Tessie didn't play a BG card, so we're still pretty safe. 4 Intrigues is scary on somebody that has Spy Sats. Okay, so now she didn't really gain anything from that, to be honest, because she already had the point from Spy Sats, but she could gain something by trashing the Spy Sats, but she's not going to get the Emperor point, so it's net neutral for her to do that. If we can get enough troops in the combat, we can negotiate withdraw to potentially take BG Alliance. Or we can do that if we lose second place, definitively. Beast has an Infiltrator, so he might be planning a Highliner here. He's also got Invasion ships, so he can for sure go to Highliner if he wants to. That's kind of our most concerning situation, honestly. But even then, we retreat out in the shadows, take that Alliance. So that's interesting. So the spaceport to me says he doesn't plan on going Highliner. more research. Okay, so Religious Talents is pretty good. Just put as much as we can in because of the negotiated withdrawal. So right now we have 2 ambushes, so we can punch up to 8 basically. Go to 21. What do we think about like selective breeding? Well, if we hit Stilgar, it's good. And it does make it easier for us to get Bene Gesserit without having to withdraw. So I think I like it. There's 2 opponents that we have that might prefer to take that space ahead of us, but neither of them gain much from it, except the potential of an SMF, because they're not going to be able to get up that far. So, we'll see. What you doing, Helena? Carthag. We have a fellow Carthagear. She could lose her intrigue cards to Beast if Beast wants to do something funky as secrets. Or she's playing around that, so she's going to pop her charisma. I don't think there's any way Beast wins this, by the way. I think it's just me or Helena are the only competitors here. Are you selective, sir? Nope. Cool. I guess Beast could win if he had, like, some good intrigue cards. But I don't think they would apply to him at this point. Stilgar, very nice. Spice must flow for tiebreakers. So now where are we at? Because we were at 21. Adding Stilgar there. Oh, but she doesn't have... What's going on? Does she have, like, loyal subject or bribery? No. Okay. I don't know what's going on then. But we can negotiate withdraw up Emperor if we're worried. Because she can't hit Conspire. So I don't really know what the plan here is from her. Oh, smuggling, she can steal it. So we need to withdraw out, go up Emperor. I will lose on Spice tiebreaker to Helena if it gets close enough. I just don't think she has... I don't think she has the intrigue cards to get across that finish line. The double daggers from Beast is a little concerning. I think we can still get the point with withdrawing though. So he's at, like... I mean, he's not far off, honestly. Okay, Windfall does nothing. SMF. Even if we lose Emperor, I think we still win the game here. And with cards, we can win the combat. Although that doesn't really do anything for us. Yeah, I mean, winning the combat means nothing. So, yeah, I think we actually do go up on Emperor here. Three SMFs feels pretty good. Thank you, Holtzman. And Ilban. So she just reveals. Did she have the yellow? No, she didn't even have it. So we just kind of gimped ourselves there. But she could threaten it plausibly. So Helena's now at 10. Entry card question mark? Chome shares? Anything like that? I don't think she can make it. Sacrifice. Doesn't get there unless she drew the Scarab one. Probably should have focused on just getting the resources to spend on the combat, but this worked fine. We pretty clearly won this game. Ilban is really strong in this expansion. And I think I have time to make it to dinner on time too, so that's nice. That was definitely a victory. So right now we're 7-3 with Leto, or not Leto, sorry, Ilban in this expansion. So wins more than double losses. So yeah, 2 combat points, 2 alliances, 4 friendships, 3 SMFs, Talaxu, and Holtzman. Pretty clean. Ilban's just a generalist. People, I mean, can play him as an SMF bot, but he can just kind of do a little bit of everything. He's not amazing at combats, but he can be. Like, if you get, like, a Worm Riders or something and you're drawing it over and over again, then he can be good at combats. Yeah. Fun game.